This video will walk you through setting up an office employee in Payroll. So I'm going to go to Payroll, and to set someone up we would start at the employee list, and we're going to go ahead and add. Employee ID is something that is not going to be filled in for you, so you'll have to type in the ID. A lot of people will use names. It's completely up to you with what makes sense to you. Social Security number, I'm just going to fill something in here. And then of course first name, last name. Just fill some information in here quick. Phone number, cell phone. This section here would mainly be for a driver if you were setting them up, because clearly you're not going to have any trip pay, but there is a place to put date of birth if you would like to. Email address, emergency contact, other comments. You can fill out as much of this or as little of that as whatever you want. The bottom section, if you have direct deposit turned on, you would have this option here that shows you where you can enter in their routing number and bank account number. Also on the upper portion of the screen, marital status. You will want to fill that out, single or married, because that's going to dictate which federal tax table that you use. And then date hired and terminated, that's pretty self-explanatory. So next, that's your general information. Next I'm going to click on the tab that says Wage Deduct Taxes. And this is where pay periods per year, if you pay weekly, for example, you would put 52 in here. If you pay twice a month, you would put 26. And it's important that you do that correctly, because TruckWin will use this number when calculating the annual wage to take taxes out. Unemployment tax state would be whatever state you're in. You'll notice right here where it says federal withholding and there's a table M. Well, that's because I chose married for my marital status. If I had chosen single, it would place an S there. And number of exemptions, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then if they want anything additional withheld, you would enter that there. If you are in a state that requires taxes to be taken, you would enter the state code here, exemptions, the table, and any additional amounts. You will mostly not use the exempt portion up here. It's highly unlikely that you have a situation where people are exempt, but it does happen from time to time, so the option's there. So generally you will not do anything with this exempt portion. Wage information. This will be what's going to pop up each time you open a payroll batch for this person. So if I click in there, it'll ask me if I'd like to add new wage information. I'll do OK. And the pay type defaults to driver. If I click on the drop down there, I'll see office wages. And then the rate, you can put in the rate per hour if you do overtime. Or if you do a salary, you can put the salary amount in there. This would just be someone getting paid $15 an hour. Deductions. This would be any standard deductions that you want taken out each time payroll is run. For example, child support's a common one. Insurance. If I click there again, add new deduction information. Click on the drop down. It's going to show me some different options that are set up there. In this example, we'll say health insurance. And it's $123 each payroll period. Then that would automatically grab the wage and the deduction each time you open a payroll batch. W-2 info you will not worry about, and the year-to-date totals will start populating once you start paying them. And that is all it takes to enter up an office employee.